Okay, so why do you need a loops? So loops are mainly used to repeat the same block of code until certain condition is met, false. If your condition is not false, it's never going to end. The same loop, keep continuing, keep executing same code. Even it will go infinite if your condition is not met, false. So what is the advantage with this? You can reduce the length of code with these loops. You can avoid writing same code and again. And easy to test the boundary conditions with these loops. So there are many loops we have: while loop, do while loop, for each loop. These are the loops in Java. So even other programming languages also you have same thing. So the important, for example, just think that you don't have a loops. You want to print 1 to 100. How can you print? Just assume that there is no loops. How can you print 1 to 100?
We had to write for each one number, like we had to write.
You have to write print statement, right?
Yeah.
System.out 100 times you have to write. Is it a worthful code? 100 statements, writing 100 statements. For example, 1 to 10, if you want, you can do that. But 100 statements, it's going to be a very bigger program. But with this for loop or while loop, you can do with a single print statement. Instead of writing 100 print statements or 10 print statements or 50 print statements, you can write only one print statement with the loops. So basically, you need to understand here conditions, mostly conditional operators, and how it executes. You need to get a more clarity here, but let's see. So what is any loop? The formation and execution process is same. So while loop allows code to execute repeatedly until a condition is satisfied. Until your condition is satisfying, keep executing the same code, the block of code. If the number of iterations is not fixed, the number of iterations is not fixed, it is recommended to use a while loop. You don't know number of iterations, but you know only condition. Then go for the while loop. So it is also known as the entry control loop. So if the condition is true, the body of the while loop will be executed. So the body means this one, curly braces reason. This is called while body. If this condition is true, the while loop body will execute. In the body of the while loop, the statements contain an updated value for the variable. A value will be updated for the variable. And again, the controller will pass to condition. Again, it will check the condition for the next iteration. If the condition returns false, it will exit this entire loop. It won't go inside the body. That's what I told you in the even if conditions, if else conditions, nested if else, all those things, right? Same. Anywhere the condition is true, only it will go inside. Otherwise, it will exit here. So this is the syntax. You have to initialize. So with an integer number or a character. I told you your initialization can be either a minimum number or a maximum number, right? Lower boundary or maximum boundary. So while bracket condition. So curly bracket starts, statements you write, then you will write increment or decrement operator here. So, sir, okay, you are telling when you can use increment operator, when you can use decrement operator in the body, and when you can use less than or equal to, when you can use greater than or equal to. How do I decide this? So I'll give you very simple points. If you remember these points, and easy to figure it out the problem. Okay. If your initialization is small number and you are going to the bigger number, that time you use less than or equal to and increment operator in the body. That means ascending order. Small to bigger number you are going. That time in the condition place you have to use less than or equal to, and in the body you have to use increment operator. Suppose I want to print 1 to 10. So your initialization will be 1. 1 is what kind of data type? 1 is a what kind of data type?
Integer.
Integer. So you have to declare int I equal to 1. So till 10, 10 is the maximum boundary. Maximum boundary, you have to write I value first here in the condition place, and then this variable after you write less than or equal to. After less than, you write the maximum boundary. Then in the body, after all your logic, you write the increment operators. Then when you can use a decrement operator, when you can use a greater than symbol. If your initialization is, for example, I want to print 10 to 1, or 100 to 1, or 50 to 1. That means your initialization is the bigger value. That means a descending order. You are iterating descending order. Then initialization will be int I equal to 100. Then in the condition place, I greater than or equal to 1. 1 will be the lowest boundary. Such cases you have to use a greater than symbol in the condition place and decrement operator you have to use. Why decrement operator in the descending order? Because you are starting itself a bigger value. And if you reduce 1 by 1, then you can reach the lowest point. That's why you have to use a decrement operator. When you are using in ascending order position, increment, because you are starting with the lowest value, your start value is, your starting value is lowest value, and you have to go up to the maximum value. That means an ascending order. That ascending order, that's why you have to use a less than symbol, and you have to increment to reach that maximum boundary. So that's why you have to use increment operator. If you remember these formulas and rules, and you won't make mistakes here, in this place and in this place. Many people will make mistakes here. They will confuse whether I need to use a less than or greater than. The other way I will give you very clearly. So very clearly I am going to give. So this is the diagram. So code outside the loop will execute. First it will check the condition. If the condition is true, the code inside the loop will execute. While loop body. This is the while loop body. This box. While loop body code will execute. The value of I will increment. Again, controller will pass to again condition. If the condition is keep true, again this body will execute and you will get the latest I value, and again controller will pass to this condition box. If the condition is false, it will execute. It will outside the while block, it will come. The cursor will go to outside the while block. So this is the how you can execute. Let me show you one simple example. I want to print 1 to 10. So what is the lowest number here? What is the maximum number here? In this, what is the lowest number? What is the maximum number?
Lowest number 1, maximum number 10.
Right? So you have to start with a 1. Int I equal to 1. Then in the ascending order, right? This is the ascending order, right? 1 to 10 means ascending order. Am I right or not? Ascending order or not?
Ascending, yeah.
Yes, sir.
So ascending means what is the operator I told you to use in the condition
Less
place?
than.
Less than or equal to. Why equal to I'm using? If I want maximum value also in my console, I need to use less than or equal to. If you don't want a maximum boundary value, then don't use equal to. Just put less than only. If you don't want 10, use only less than. Then I want to print, right? So I need to use a print statement. I am printing I, then appending with a comma. Appending with a comma. Then I'm incrementing this I value, I'm incrementing by 1. So this, you execute this, everybody take a pen and paper and write all the iterations. If you write at least once and you can understand, you won't make mistakes. See, first you start from here. Int I equal to 1. Next come here. So what is the I value currently? What is the I value?
1.
1. So replace here 1. 1 less than or equal to 10. So that you write here. 1 less than or equal to 10. True or false?
True.
True. So what I told you, if condition is true, what I told you, it will come inside this body. So your cursor will come inside the body. This print statement will execute. Print method. I'm using print method, not println. Print method I'm using because I want to print in the same line all the numbers. So that's why first I value. What is I value currently? 1 will print. So 1 after what is there next? 1 after
2.
what is there next?
2.
Comma is there. So comma also will print here. Then after this print statement, what is the next statement? What is the next statement?
Incrementing I.
Huh?
Increment.
Decreasing one number.
Increment operator. Increment operator, not decreasing. Increment operator. So this is the increment operator. So I need to increment the I value. What is the current I value?
X.
1 plus 1. 2.
What is the current I value? I'm asking. I'm not
1.
asking you to do that. Current I value 1. So 1 plus means plus 1, right? So 1 plus 1, it will become 2. Now I value becomes 2 now, not 1. So now I value change it to 2. Now the cursor will pass right directly where it is passing. If the latest I value you got, now it is going to where? The condition place again. That means it will go this. What is the current I value now?
2.
2.
2.
You write a 2 less than or equal to 10. True. Now if the condition is true, what will happen? Cursor will come inside the body. So that first statement is system.out.print I value. What is the current I value?
2.
2.
2 will print. So 2 printed and also this comma also printed. Then after this print statement, the next statement is I++. So I++ will execute current I value 2, 2 plus 1, 3. It will go again 3 less than or equal to 10, true, and comes inside. So 3 will print, comma will print. Now this statement will execute 3 plus 1, 4. It will go 4 less than or equal to 10, true, and comes inside. 4 will print and comma will print. So and then I++ will execute. Current I value 4, 4 plus 1, 5 you will get. So again, once you get the latest I value, again it will go to condition. So 5 I value currently 5. 5 less than or equal to 10, true, and comes inside. Current I value is 5. 5 will print and comma will print. Again comes here I plus plus 5 plus 1, 6. Again it will go up and condition will check 6 less than or equal to 10 true and comes inside 6 will print, comma will print. Again I plus plus means current I value 6, 6 plus 1, 7. Again it will go up, you got the 7 latest I value, 7 less than or equal to 10 true, comes inside, I value will print 7 and comma will print. So 7 will print and comma will print. Now it will go to this statement, I plus plus. 7 plus 1, 8. Again it will go to condition 8 less than or equal to 10, true, comes inside and next this statement will print. So I value 8 and comma will print. Again it will go to this statement, I value 8, 8 plus 1, 9. So you got the latest I value, see cursor is passing to this condition. Again I value 9 less than or equal to 10, true, and comes inside 9 will print and comma will print. Then I plus plus 9 plus 1, 10. So 10 less than 10, true or false?
It's not equal to that.
10 less than, first you will check the 10 less than 10.
False.
False. So then equal to it will check. 10 equal to 10, that is true, and that's why 10 will print and I value will increment now. 10 plus 1, 11. 11 less than or equal to 10. True or false?
False.
False.
So it doesn't come inside, it will exit. If the condition is false, it will exit and comes here. So this is the how your code will execute. Okay. So same way I have given print the values from 10 to 1. 10 to 1 means is the descending order or ascending order this one?
Descending order.
Descending order means first your starting point is 10. I am telling I want to print first 10. That means my initialization it should be a 10. From where you want to start? The starting value will be your initialization. You have to initialize the starting value. I want to 10 to 1. That means 10 you have to print first, then 9, then 8, till 1 you have to print. That means you have to start with a 10. Here we started with what? With 1 we start.
1.
That is 1 to 10. This is 10 to 1. So please understand the difference. So now while j greater than or equal to 1, that's I told you. In the descending order, the condition place, you should use greater than or equal to. And the lowest value. What is the lowest value? 1. That lowest value is coming here. Don't put 10 again. If you put 10 here, only one iteration will happen. Next iteration, it won't go inside. It will become false. So you understand, you're printing 10 to 1 or 1 to 10. So please understand that. So, but if you write like this, and you can catch if you make mistake also here. Suppose you put a 10, you can catch here easily. If you are not writing like this, you're never going to learn the loops. Please practice like this, one by one iteration you write. Then you will understand the loop, how it is executing, how the rotation is happening. So see, why I'm writing this like this? Very clearly I'm telling, you can understand very easily. See now, first j value 10. I executed this statement in my mind. Then come here, this line by line. What is the current j value? 10. 10 greater than 1 now. True or false? See, I have written here.
True.
True means what will happen? It will come inside the body. So
Body.
what is the current j value? What is the current j value?
10.
9.
10.
10. 10.
10. 10.
10.
Yeah.
Not 1, madam. See here what you started.
No, I said 9. Sorry, it's 10.
Why it is 9?
No. I thought
It's the
1 is
first iteration, right? First iteration. Right? First iteration time it will be 10 only.
10. Yeah. 10.
10. So 10 will print and comma will print. So this is what I printed here. Next, Print statement after what is the next statement? You have to use, I told you, descending order means you have to use a decrement operator. So that is I used J minus minus. Is this a decrement operator or not?
Yes.
Then see now we execute. What is the current J value? 10 now. See, I have written the 10 now. Minus minus means what? Minus 1. So please understand, plus plus means plus 1. Minus minus means minus 1. So J minus minus, what I am seeing, I am writing, see very clearly. J value 10 minus 1. Minus minus means minus 1. Now J value becomes 9, not 10. Now current J value is 9. I will go here. J less than or equal to 9. So that is 9 less than or equal to 1. True or false?
True.
True. Comes inside. J value now 9 will print and comma will print. So comes inside J minus minus. 9 minus 1, 8. So 8 less than or equal to 1. True. And comes inside 8 will print, comma will print. And J minus minus means 8 minus 1, 7. Now current J value 7. 7 less than or equal to, greater than or equal to 1. 2 comes inside, 7 will print and comma will print. And J minus minus means 7 minus 1, 6. So 6 greater than or equal to 1. 2 comes inside, 6 will print, comma will print. And 6 minus 1, 5. So see here, very clearly I am writing. You also practice like this. You can understand. Once you understand, you don't need to do this again and again. Initially, you do like this, so that you will get a better idea on the loops. If you're not doing like that, this is going to be a bigger mistake from your side. Okay, so you should have patience, right? That patience is important here. And then see, 5 greater than or equal to 1, true. So comes inside, 5 will print, comma will print. 5 minus 1, 4. 4 greater than or equal to 1, true. And 4 will print, comma will print. 4 minus 1, 3. So 3 greater than or equal to 1, true. And 3 will print, comma will print. 3 minus 1, 2. So 2 greater than or equal to 1, true comes inside, 2 will print, comma will print. 2 minus 1, 1. So 1 greater than or equal to 1, true. 1 greater than 1, false. But 1 double equal to 1 is true. So that's why 1 will print, comma will print. And then 1 minus 1. 1 minus 1, 0. So 0 greater than or equal to 1. True or false?
False.
0 greater than 1.
False.
False. It is
False.
false. So it won't come inside. This is the how loops will execute, guys. That's why I have written very, very clearly, iteration by iteration. Please practice the same way and you will get a better way. And understanding also you will get very nicely. Okay. So infinite loop. See, I'm going to execute this. Int I equal to 1. What is infinite loop? It never becomes a false. It never becomes a false. It always true. That's why loop will keep moving infinitely. It's never going to stop. Your program is not going to stop. You have to stop forcefully in the Eclipse. So how to stop forcefully, I'll show you. See, now execute the same way what I told, execute. Int I equal to 1. Now come here. 1 greater than 0. True or false? 1 greater than 0. True or false?
True.
True. Comes inside, 1 will print. Now I plus plus. What is the I value currently here?
2.
2. It will become 2. 1 plus 1, 2. Now again it will go to condition place, right? After getting the latest I value, it will go to this condition place. 2 greater than 0. True or false?
True.
2. Again 2 will print. Again 2 plus 1, 3. So 3 greater than 0, 2. 3 will print. Again 4. 4 greater than 0, true. See, it is never going to become false here because always you are incrementing the I value. That means it should be greater than 0 only. That's why this code will generate an infinite loop to you. That means it is not going to stop. Your program keep executing, keep executing. That's the infinite loop. It will generate this code. And another code is, see, this one also. While so this also generates an infinite loop. It's never going to stop because there is no chance of becoming false because you are hard coding true. The condition is true and always. So that's why it will generate completely infinite loop. It will generate because always it is going to be true. Can you tell me what is the code here? How many times this Java will print here?
One is true.
Only once.
Yeah.
Only
Once.
once. See, first two. 1 less than 1 false, but 1 equal to 1 true comes inside Java will print.
Okay.
Now here this will execute. Next, this print statement after what is the next statement? This one. So current I value 1, 1 plus 1, 2, 2 less than or equal to 1. True or false?
Yes.
Hmm?
2 less than or
False.
equal to 1.
False.
False. False means it doesn't come inside. Same way. Can you execute this? Int I equal to 2 while I less than or equal to 20, then system.out.print I plus comma and I equal to I times I times I. So this I value you will get I times I equal to I times I you have to write. Now what are the values will print with this code? Can you tell me?
2 less than or equal to 20 is
True. Okay. Then 2 means it will come inside, right? Then what is the value will print first time?
20.
2.
20.
Why?
First time it's
No,
true.
2 comma.
Not
2
this.
for
What
16.
is the I stored?
Yeah.
Is stored, not 20 stored.
Yeah.
In the I 2 is stored, right? Okay. So 2 will print first time. Okay. Now here, what is the current I value? It will become I
4.
2
2 times 2, 4.
4.
4. Now I value 4.
4
So
comma.
next it will go to here. 4 less than or equal to 20. This is the way you have to execute. That's what you are missing. 4 less than or equal to 20. Write down. Then you will get a better idea. You won't make any mistakes there. If you're not doing that, your coding is going to be a problem. So 4 less than or equal to 22, right? That 2 also come inside. Then you should understand if condition is true, the cursor will come inside this body. That point you should remember. And 4 will print and comma will print. So this statement is done. What is the next statement? This I times I. What is the current I value? 4. 4 times 4.
16.
How much? You will get
16.
16.
16.
So 16 less than or equal to 20. True or false? True. Comes inside 16 will print. Comma will print. And 16 times 16. What is the total I value? 256. Right? 256 less than or equal to 20. True or false?
False.
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 It doesn't come in.
Comes out of the body. Okay.
Out of this loop.
Yeah, out of the body.
So this program I will explain while writing the code. Okay, all these loop programs, while loop programs. Let me explain the do while. So before while loop done. So now we are going for the do while. So while loop is a entry control loop. First you will check the condition, then it will come inside the body, then statements will execute. But in the do while, it's not like that. So do while first statements will execute at least once before checking the condition. First do the statements, then check the condition. That's a do while. So do while also called exit control loop. So it means exit time, it will check the condition. So do first, all the statements you execute, then check the condition. This is the do while, do body while condition semicolon. So that's the, if the condition is true, again controller will go back to do. Then so this block will execute. So this block will execute, then check the condition. Condition will check at the end, but in the while loop, first condition is checking, then coming inside the body. That's a while loop. But in the do while, first body will execute, then condition will be checked. Condition at the end it will check. Working of do while loop is, that's how it will execute. See, this is the initialization, semicolon do, statements, increment or decrement operator, curly bracket ends, while condition semicolon. This is the do block. See, first code inside the do block, it will execute. Then it will go to condition of the loop. If the condition is true, again controller is passing where? To the do block. So once the do block is over, the controller is coming to condition. If the condition is true, again controller will pass it to do block. So do block code will execute, then condition will execute. If the condition is false, it will exit out of the loop. So understand this arrow marks at least. Understand the arrow marks, how it is passing. These are the cursor. Cursor is passing. How the cursor is going that way, you can easily understand that, right? But these are not the big, real examples. I want to give real examples for you. So these are the real examples. So I want to add the numbers until I choose my choice no. If my choice is yes, you go and enter the value, one more number, all enter numbers, sum you need to get it. That's the program. So what is the program you need to write? Write a program to add the all entered integer numbers until your choice is no. Until your choice is no, you keep entering the numbers. That all entered numbers you submit, and the sum output you return to me. That is the program I'm going to write here. Okay. This int value, I'm going to hold the data that I'm going to enter by the user in the keyboard. Yesterday I told you how to input the data from the keyboard. I'm going to use a scanner class. Then the added value I will store in the sum variable. So, and the previous sum, initial sum value I'm declaring as a 0, initialized. You are initializing the sum variable as a 0. And size I just declared, but I didn't assign. So I'll get this no from the keyboard, the yes or no, whatever you're entering. So from that string, I'll get the first character, and based on that, I'll write the logic. See that? So create a scanner class object, scanner console equal to new scanner system.in. This is the parameterized constructor, this one. But this entire thing is called object. I clearly explained in the object creation time. Do that. So enter the integer value that you store in this variable. How you can get the integer number from the scanner class? Console dot next int method. So this is a return type method, right? Returns the value whatever you enter in the keyboard, that will take by this one rated one, and it will store in the value variable. That value I'm adding to the previous sum value. So add that value to sum variable. Sum equal to sum plus value. I'm adding the latest added value to my previous sum variable. And that output I'm storing in the sum variable. This is assignment operator, right? The right side output I'm storing in the sum variable again. Then I'm choosing. So you want to enter one more number. If you want to enter one more number, you press yes or small y or capital Y, and n for no. So console dot next method will give you the string dot caret of 0. From S, what is the first character? Y. So Y it will store here. If you enter no, N will store here in the choice variable. So while size equal to Y or size equal to capital Y, if any one of them, again it will go and it will come here. If your choice is no, it will exit because this condition will become false, right? So then it will exit and it will come here and this total output will be printed to you. This is the one of the best example. I'll explain all these programs tomorrow. So another guessing the random number, I'll tell this random number how to generate. I already told in the previous classes. So same I'm going to use here also, how to generate the random number. Please use the previous programs. That logics we are going to use here. Okay, so all this tomorrow we're going to write a lot of programs. First while programs will finish, do while programs are right, then we can go for loop. For loop, I'm not going to